Good afternoon all. Today we'll start. Today we'll discuss about the FSK, and today we'll discuss about how to simulate FSK or how to observe the output waveform in the Simu with the help of SIMULINK for frequency shift keying. Okay. So for that purpose, I want to share my screen, and we will start with MATLAB. Okay. So here I am sharing my screen, my entire screen. Okay. So as you can see, now first of all, I need to open MATLAB. Here all of you can see the icon of MATLAB on my desktop. So just double click on it and you will, here you can see the MATLAB is opening. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay. Now here, first of all, I want to say that this is the command window. Okay. This is the command window. You can open Simulink by two means. Either you click, just a second. Okay. Either you click on Simulink library. By double clicking on this, you can open Simulink, or else you can type here Simulink and just enter. Okay, and enter. Sorry. Okay. Here. Now you can see that this is Simulink browser library. By typing a command Simulink, you can open it. And the second option is by clicking here, you can also open Simulink library. Okay, fine. From here in the Simulink library, we can access various blocks. Now we need to just a second. Now we need to do one thing, that we need to create a file, a model file. So from here we can add a new model file. So open new Simulink model, select, just single click on it. Now this is the untitled Simulink model. Okay, so we need to save this model. To save this model, what we will do, that we will click on the file button, then save. So here, you, as all of you can see, that this is my this is the location wherever I want to save the file, whatever, for the experiment. So from here, as we are doing FSK, that's why I have already created a folder on my desktop, that is MATLAB experiments. So here, and previously I have done one experiment as FSK for the FSK, and that way it was saved over there. But here we are, as we are doing again, so I will name the file as FSK1. Okay. Now I need to save. So here I am saving. Now for doing the FSK, as you all know that in the frequency shift keying, what we will do? We have one signal. We have one digital signal. As we all know that for the modulation we need two signals. One is message signal and another is carrier signal. So for the FSK, as we know that FSK is a digital modulation technique. So in the FSK, our message signal is a what? Message signal is a discrete signal, and my carrier is a analog signal or continuous signal. So we need two signal sources for what purpose? For one for message signal and another for carrier signal. So from the digital Simulink library, from this Simulink library, we can get those signal sources. So for the signal sources, we will go to sources. Here we need two sinusoidal sources. So these two are the two sinusoidal sources. Just drag and drop. We need two sources, one for signal 1 and another for signal 2. Okay. So now we need to change these parameters. Okay. So for changing the parameter, we will just double click on it. Just a second. Double click. Now select the sign type, means whether my signal is on a time domain or frequency domain. Here we need to select this time domain. Say my amplitude of the signal is 1 and frequency is 50 or 500, anything, and sample time is 0.001. Okay, apply. Okay, and for this one, again amplitude is 1. We will put frequency 10 radian per second and 0.001, again sample time. Okay, now apply and okay. Now another thing, we need a pulse generator for the pulse. Okay, so pulse generator, for the pulse generator we need to change its parameter. Like amplitude will be same, amplitude will be 1, time period or the period will be say 2. Sorry, say 2. Okay, further we will change this parameter and we will see what will happen. Okay, and the pulse width will be 50%. 50% pulse width means each pulse width. Okay, so apply. Okay, now we need to change. Okay, so we need to, for the switching purpose, another thing we need is a switch. So we will get the switching block from here, that is from commonly used block. Yeah, this is a switch. So for switching, we don't need to change any parameter for the switch. Oh, sorry. For switch, threshold will be 0.1. 0.1. Okay. And always enable this zero crossing detection. Apply. Okay. Now connect these points. Upper from sine wave 1, middle for pulse wave, and last one is from here. And finally, to observe the output, we need a scope. Okay, so this is the scope, and connect this from here. Okay, this is the scope. Now we need to simulate this entire thing. Okay, so by clicking on this button, we can simulate. Clicking on this run button, so run. Here you can see this is simulating, and from, see here you can see this is my output. So FSK, you can see FSK, in the FSK what happens for pulse 0, it's high frequency, or sorry, low frequency, and for pulse 1 it's high frequency. So I think we need some changes in the scope so that we can see this from here. So scope parameter, axis 1, time range bottom axis 1. Okay, and sorry. So see, we can see this. This is my output. It's starting from 5. Now, if history, okay, then see, you can see this. For 1, it's high frequency. For 0, it's low frequency. If now, if we want to see both input and output waveform, means both pulse, input pulse, that is message signal, and both and output also, then we can do two things. Okay, we can change number of access to 2, apply. Okay, then now you can see here is here there is 2 inputs. Okay, so we will connect one to this and another to this point. Okay, so now again simulate or run and click on the scope. So now you can see this is the output signal and this is the input signal. We can see this both of this signal simultaneously in a single window by doing some changes, like do apply this, okay, and do another thing, that is go to scope parameters, style, properties of line, sorry, just cancel it. To see simultaneously input and output both, we need to do one thing more, that is we need to implement or we need to introduce one marks. Okay, so introduce one marks over here and connect the output of the switch to here and another input of the marks to the output of pulse generator and connect this to the scope. Now for the scope, change the scope parameter like style line 2 in a different color. Suppose it's red, and change its line width, apply and OK, and then again run. Okay. See, this is my final output. Or previously you have already seen the output also. Here you can see when it is 1, this is the in my message signal. When message signal, a discrete message signal, the input is a digital signal or discrete signal. When it is 1, it's high frequency signal. When it is 0, it's low frequency signal. Again, when switching to 1, it's high frequency. Again, it's switching to 0, it's low frequency. So this is all about my FSK. Or you can see here, with the help of Simulink, we can observe the output or the input output waveform for the frequency shift key. Okay, so I hope you all can understand this. So this is all from FSK. This is all for FSK in the Simulink. So thank you everyone.